Peace, love, and Volkswagens. Hey guys, Mark at the Cranking House. Kind of see here, we've already got all the case savers installed on this side of the case. I don't know if you can really see it all that well, but there you go. They've been drilled and tapped and set. Number 3 is a really interesting one because it's deep and you have to have special equipment to do it as well. So anyway, there's that, and we're moving forward. Again, you got to have the right equipment to set these things up on a machine. You got to have the right jigs, the right stands, and everything's got to be true and square when you set all this stuff. So one of the next operations, the next procedure we'll probably go ahead and do with this is going to be, the next procedure we'll go ahead and fly cut this case, the surface of this case, just to smooth these edges out, because this one's a used case and it has a little bit of a lip there where the cylinders had kind of bounced around on there. So we'll come in here and we'll fly cut this just a touch to get that straightened out, get that nice. That'll be our next procedure that we do after we get the other side of we get the other case savers installed in the case. So these are in. When we fly cut this case, we'll also we'll make sure that you know, these case savers are not sticking up as well. I've been told that there's been some issues in the past. Folks have gotten some machine work done and case savers weren't set deep enough into the case. These case savers have to be set. The case savers themselves are 27 millimeters long. You've got three or four. I think it's three. You have 3 blind holes. Actually 4. 2, 3, 4. You got 4 blind holes in this case that you've got to drill. You can't drill them too deep. And really, all you need to drill them, all they need to be machined to is 27 millimeters to accept the case saver. So any of the other stuff, operations that have to be done to the face of this case, these case savers can be chewed down and machined around to keep the heads of these from hitting your cylinders. So anyway, FYI, just a little bit of the info there. I'm going to pull this case half off. This is the number 3, 4 side that I'm going to take off of the machine. We're going to jig up the number 1, 2 side. Go ahead and do the procedures, the operational procedures to drill and tap the other 8 holes for the cylinders. And this case will be ready for a line bore. This case was a stock case, factory, never been cut. So we're going to go to our first line bore on this case. The web on this case as well, where the thrust bearing rides, is a really nice shape. So we're probably not going to have to go oversize on that. Maybe very little. We're not going to have to cut the case to do that. So again, having the correct stuff to set this stuff up on one of these machines is extremely important. You can kind of see this is a special jig that's been built there that this half is sitting on, and it's perfectly perpendicular with the quill. The quill is perfectly perpendicular to the case face, facing the case. It's real important when you start doing that stuff. So anyway, just a little tidbit of information. We're moving along. I've got some other crazy stuff to do here with these cases. We've got some more pieces of equipment, tooling that goes on this machine that we can do some other things. So, but we're working through it, and we're gonna have a finished, ready to go case here, reconditioned case here pretty soon. So stay tuned, and again, peace, love, and Volkswagens. See ya.